In case you are still in doubt, what you're looking at on your screen is another price increase. Technically, it is the estimated pump price based on Dangote Refinery for September 2024. And if you look at the notes, it says that the PMS prices are not set by government, but negotiated directly between parties on arm's length basis. And then it quoted the relevant section of the PIA, that's the Petroleum Industry Act of 2022, or is it 2021? For clarity, I think we need to look at this in big screen. I'll just put myself just there. Estimated pump prices. So, based on this, people in Lagos will buy fuel at 950 naira per liter. And then those in Abuja will buy at 992 naira per liter. Kaduna 999. Then those in Borno, oh, poor Borno, Borno that is ravaged by floods, will actually now have their burdens doubled, because now they will have to buy fuel at 1,000 naira per liter. Now, mind you, this is official price. There's no telling what unofficially to go to, because the fuel scarcity is still there. They say by today, tomorrow, it should clear. Hopefully, it clears. But what is painful now is the fact that the price per liter of petrol has technically been increased again from 850 naira per liter just 2-3 weeks ago to 950 naira per liter, effectively 1,000 naira per liter, effectively. Because with this arrangement, the Dangote fuel, Dangote fuel is now more expensive than imported fuel. Nigeria, we hail thee. What we are producing locally in Nigeria is now more expensive than what is imported. Anyway, it's not like this is new. But I have a question for those of you who say that Dangote Refinery is Nigeria's refinery. That with Dangote refineries, our fuel is now going to be cheaper. How market? How far? All those protagonists, those that are pushing the propaganda, Dangote refineries, is our own, is our own. Ordinary Ahmed Issa, Senator Akpabio, Adams Oshiomhole, Mele Kyari, the former president of NBA, all of you that were hailing Dangote Refinery, yay, is our own, is our own. It will boost our economy. Oh yes, I can see it is boosting our economy now, by first of all, boosting the cost of living. I told you Dangote Refinery is not for you. Let me say it in Asari Dokubo's voice. How long will it take you to know that Dangote Refinery is not for Nigeria? Look now, technically, Dangote has been used to increase the price of fuel again. Why do I say so? NNPC is the sole buyer of Dangote's fuel, and NNPC is the sole importer of fuel in Nigeria. So NNPC will sell to major or independent marketers, and they will sell to you. So invariably, technically, without saying it, they have increased the pump price of your fuel to 1,000 naira per liter from 850 naira per liter just about 2 weeks ago. Do you see that Dangote Refineries is not for you? I said it 2 weeks ago, or is it last week, Seth, that the reason they increased the pump price of petrol from 617 naira was because of Dangote Refineries. And many people said it was propaganda. Can you see it now? How do you explain the fact that Dangote Refinery would refine fuel here in Nigeria? They will sell crude to him in Naira. Oh, okay, fine. Maybe we give him or cut him some slack there, because he says that the old stock, the 38 million barrels of crude oil that Nigeria has sold to him up till now, that old stock was sold to him in dollars, that it's until October that he will start buying in Naira. Okay, so let's cut him that slack. That story they tell us. That is story that they tell us, because from what the FIRS chairman actually said on behalf of the committee, effectively lets us know as Nigerians that what we are doing is a new arrangement of the direct sale, direct purchase agreement with Dangote. So the federal government will give crude oil to Dangote refineries, and Dangote refineries will give federal government or NNPC refined petrol products equivalent. If you listen to that video, you will hear the FIRS chairman use that word, equivalent. That is exactly the terms and conditions or the modus operandi of the DSDP arrangement when fuel was being imported from or swapped with refineries abroad. So we are doing oil swap with Dangote refineries in Nigeria, and we are still going to have to buy fuel more expensive. Nigeria, we hail thee. I told you Dangote refineries is not for Nigeria. It is not. Who owns Dangote refinery? When Bala Zaka said this 1 year ago, that nobody is asking the question, who owns Dangote? How did Dangote get his funding? And up till now, nobody is asking. Only Dangote came out to tell Nigerians that he got fundings from IFC, but he still didn't tell us the nature. And like I said before, the nature of the funding could be one of two. Either it is a loan or equity funding. Equity funding meaning that they give him the funds for a share of ownership of Dangote refineries. And from the way the IFCs operate, from their goals and aims and objectives as they spell it out, they will do a combination of both. So which means that effectively, if you take away the 7.2% that NNPC or Nigeria owns in Dangote refinery, 7.2%, you have what? 92.8% left. Who owns this 92.8%? I want to challenge you that you will look, if you look behind the book, you will find that the owners are not far from the IFCs. And if they are not far from the IFCs, they are not far from the IMF and the World Bank. And these people, they want maximum profit. They want to keep us dependent on them. They don't want us to do well. They don't want us to do well. So Dangote refineries does not belong to Nigeria. It does not. If only you understood what it means for a refinery to be in a free trade zone area. You people should go and find out what free trade zone area means. Free trade zone area is an exclusive zone that is created. It's another country. It is international. That is why this Zhongshan Funsheng, the Chinese company, was able to sue Nigeria as a whole for the default of Ogun State government by claiming breach of their free trade zone area contract or agreement. It is registered at ICSID. It is recognized at ICSID, and ICSID will take actions to protect these multinational corporations, because that's the whole reason for which it was set up. Many of us don't understand this. The mere fact that Dangote refineries is in a free trade zone area simply means that it is not in Nigeria. You may say that the geographical location is Nigeria, but the understanding of free trade zone simply means it's international. And to make matters worse for Nigeria and make things better for Dangote refineries, they dashed him a Lekki deep sea port, also in the same free trade zone area. Understand this. These people are just playing with the futures and the destinies of Nigeria and Nigerians. And unfortunately, our so-called educated ones, they don't know this, or perhaps they know. They're just enjoying lining their pockets with blood money of Nigerians at the expense of Nigerians. They are coordinating and organizing themselves. This is state capture, and I don't blame them. It is the people that needs to rise up. If you're not okay with this, what are you doing sitting down comfortable on the chair you are sitting on or on the phone you are holding now, doing nothing? These people organize themselves into state capture. Why can't we organize ourselves to take our country back from them? That's all this is about. That is all this is about. We need to organize ourselves to capture Nigeria from them. If we don't do that, we'll just continue to shout and scream and scream and scream and scream, and things will continue to go from bad to worse. This one, now that they have done, NLC and TUC are still complaining, that Tinubu deceived them by increasing to 850 naira per litre. They are still crying. They are still thinking about how they are going to react to this, how they are going to hold meetings. And while they are still doing that, SERAP instituted a suit. Before SERAP instituted a suit, they gave Tinubu an ultimatum. But what did Tinubu do? Rather than consider SERAP's ultimatum, they sent DSS after them. Sent DSS after NLC president. Now, while they are still doing that, SERAP has gone to court now, taken NNPC and the federal government to court. While this is still in court, NNPC drops this bombshell. You see that they don't care what you think or what you say? They don't care. We have authentic information that the NNPC is lying to Nigerians about their revenue. But you see, they don't care. But we're going to make them care. How do we do that? Petitions, FOI requests, and lawsuits. Many people think that these things are not effective, but they are. From one person, it may not be. But from multiple sources, when we join resources together, it is powerful indeed. Let's not give up. Let us join forces to make sure that these people actually pay. They actually pay for treating Nigerians like this.